Now, a 6 can break 100 easy,
You'd
right?
think so, right?
But he can't.
Do you remember the match with Stephen Ames and Tiger Woods?
Oh, that was terrible.
I think that's pretty much how it would go down, 10-8, Trump.
That was not, Stephen Ames is a good player.
He's a good player, yeah.
We got a little sassy.
How good was Donald Trump at golf? Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods have both faced that question directly, and the answers they gave lit up a debate that spread far beyond any fairway. Golf is a sport built on honor. Players call penalties on themselves, the scorecard is sacred, and the unwritten code between competitors is taken seriously at every level. When one of the world's most powerful figures stepped onto the course, the game had a choice to make. For a long time, Trump had genuine standing in the golf world. He owned acclaimed courses, he hosted prestigious tournaments, he played alongside champions. His love for the game was visible and authentic. He brought sharp energy to every round, hit it long off the tee, and had competitive fire that any golfer could respect. If you are enjoying this story, go ahead and hit the hype button right now. Give this video some love. It helps more than you know. But then came January 6th, 2021, and golf was never the same. The PGA of America voted to move the 2022 PGA Championship away from Trump's Bedminster Club. PGA leaders made it clear that keeping the event there would cause irreparable damage to the organization's mission. The Trump brand had become toxic to the sport's institutional health. That was not a political opinion from a fan. That was a formal verdict from the people who run the game. But the sport's leadership had drawn a line. To understand why, you have to know what golf stands for. Unlike other sports, there are no referees watching every shot. You call penalties on yourself. You keep your own score. Rick Riley, one of the most respected voices in sports journalism, once wrote that golf is like bicycle shorts. It reveals a lot about a man. That idea sits at the center of every criticism that followed Trump through the game. We start at number 5. Number 5 is John Daly. Daly never hid his support. He and Trump shared an identity built on disruption. Both positioned themselves as outsiders who rejected the stuffy rules of the establishment. For Daly, Trump's casual approach to the rulebook was not a flaw. It was the whole point. But from the industry's perspective, the Daly-Trump bond was a race to the bottom. Critics saw it as spectacle over substance, grift dressed as personality. When two men treat the rules as optional, what they promote are the tricks of hustlers, not the mastery of champions. Number 4 is Rory McIlroy. Rory's story is the most dramatic shift of any active player in this debate. In 2017, McIlroy played around with Trump and was caught off guard by the public reaction. Fans called him a fascist. They called him a bigot. He defended himself by saying he was simply showing respect for the office of the presidency, not endorsing a political position. That defense held for a while, but the pandemic changed everything. McIlroy watched Trump handle the COVID-19 crisis and could no longer stay quiet. He said Trump treated the pandemic like a contest and a campaign rally. He said that is not the way a leader should act. He made it clear he would not be playing golf with Trump again, not by scheduling conflict, but by choice. That decision mattered deeply. Number 3 is Gary Player. Player built his legacy on two things: fitness and the rules. He preached golf's code the way a pastor preaches scripture. So when Player accepted the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Trump and appeared in instructional videos with him, the golf community took serious note. Player once said, with a diplomatic smile, that Trump's self-reported handicap of 2.8 may be a bit generous. In golf, that is a devastating statement. A 2.8 handicap means you play near par consistently. But those who played with Trump reported regular mulligans and gimme putts that would never survive a competitive round. Number 2 is Tiger Woods. Tiger chose silence. When asked about Trump, he leaned on a short answer. He is the President of the United States. You have to respect the office, then nothing more. The problem is that Tiger had not always been that careful with his words. In 2008, when Barack Obama was elected, Tiger was vocal. He called it absolutely incredible and spoke about multiracial representation. But when asked about Trump's race policies in 2018, he said he was hungry after a long tournament and could not get into it. Tiger did praise Trump's physical game. Number 1 is Jack Nicklaus. In golf, Nicklaus is the ultimate standard. He is, without any question, the GOAT. His name is synonymous with integrity and sportsmanship. In 2020, he publicly supported Trump for re-election, urging voters to look past what he called unpleasant tweets and simply focus on a love for America. The backlash was sharp. Younger and international players felt genuinely betrayed. The man who represented everything pure about the sport was asking the game to treat personal character as secondary to outcomes. That contradicted everything golf had always taught. Character is not an afterthought. It is the whole point. By lending his name to Trump, Nicklaus gave credibility to someone the sport's own institutions would very soon call a liability. That label connects to a specific record. Trump's nickname among caddies at Winged Foot is Pele, not for footwork, for his habit of kicking his ball out of the rough into better lies. Trump's name appears as the 1999 club champion at Trump International West Palm Beach, a course that did not open until the year 2000. Broadcaster Mike Tirico's ball was allegedly thrown into a bunker after he hit close to the green. Boxer Oscar De La Hoya watched Trump hit into the bushes, then found the ball miraculously near the hole. A pattern called the Trump bump, adjusting your score mid-round to avoid losing, was well known among his playing partners. Brian Marsal, who chaired the 2020 U.S. Open, recalled Trump saying plainly that he cheats and expects his partner to do the same. These are documented accounts from named sources. Off the course, the damage continued. In Scotland, Trump's Many project was approved on promises of a world-class hotel that would transform the local economy. Years later, the hotel remains unbuilt. Planners called it an incomplete planning disaster. In Washington, D.C., Trump's moves toward public municipal courses raised fears about pricing out everyday golfers and destroying a tradition that made the game accessible to ordinary Americans. After January 6th, hosting LIV Golf at Bedminster and Doral did not make Trump a peacemaker. It made him a power broker collecting leverage over a divided sport. And yet golf endures. The McIlroy model, choosing integrity when it costs you something real, is what keeps golf worth watching. Leaders who call their own penalties, who walk off the course with their dignity intact, matter far more than those who adjust their own scores. The ball kickers come and go, the game always remains.